Hi, my name's Bryce. Welcome back to VHS Play, where we are playing Dark Souls and recording it all on VHS. Last time, we took a trip down into Undead Burg, fought a Capper demon, I don't know why I keep spacing on that name, and did some other shenanigans and got ourselves a very specific sword. So in following the path that I had originally gone through, as best as I can remember, of my first time through Dark Souls way back when, about 9 years ago, I did take a dive down into the Valley of the Drakes, where I got spooked by the light change for Blighttown and ran away, and forgot about that entrance entirely. We'll get back there eventually. But, importantly for us, we picked up the Astora's Straight Sword from the Ancient Dragon, and I've gone ahead and allowed myself to upgrade it just once, so it's Astora's Straight Sword +1. It has a powerful blessing, which means it can fight skeletons. And yeah, we're about to make the fun mistakes that I made my first time through. Yeah, it's gonna be a good time. We're going into the Catacombs, and we're going in there with a not very powered up weapon. And I'm kind of expecting it's gonna be a time. But first, hey, let's check in with people at Firelink Shrine.
You certainly are keeping busy. Care to pay for a useful tip?
I don't have that many souls. I'm just gonna walk away. Do we have... Let's do some math. 2, 4, 8, 1, 2. I don't think I have ever actually found the trigger for this payment before, so let's do it.
You certainly are keeping busy. Care to pay for a useful tip? A wise choice indeed. Maiden Thoroland and her followers recently arrived in this land, but she became stranded deep below the catacombs. Her followers either fled or were reduced to hollows, leaving Maiden Thoroland all alone. Not a bad tip, huh? A nubile cleric would be replete with humanity. That tip I gave you? I heard it from a fleeing old man. That poor bastard. All his robes and trinkets won't help him now. You again. What is it? Our futures are murky. Let's not be too friendly now.
Alright, well, he's a pleasant sword as always.
There's nothing to speak about, really. Oh, actually, something strange did happen. That crow flew off with somebody in its clutches. I think it was a man curled up in a ball. Stranger things have happened, right? No, maybe not.
So that little voice line that informs you, hey, go curl up in a ball for a while, I feel like I might have needed that, actually, my first time through. I think I got up there and curled up into a ball for a while, and then, like, not long enough, and then got bored and, moved away. Or something, just got disinterested, or otherwise, like, oh, I might not have an item I need. And then, I think after he says that probably was what kicked me back to the Undead Asylum. Maybe?
What now? I'm not up for chatting. Leave me alone.
I don't think Laurentius ever has really anything new to say.
Hello there. I'm pleased to see you safe. As always, if you provide the materials, I can teach you pyromancy.
But I do really like this guy. He's just sincere and kind. At least he seems that way.
My teacher, whom I imagine still resides in the Great Swamp, had a funny way of putting it. He said that pyromancy is the ultimate fantasy. We are born into dark and warmed by fire, but this fire we cannot touch. Those whose fascination with fire persists learn to hold it in their own hand. He rather had a way with words, the old withering frog. In this land, pyromancers earn a certain respect. The Witch of Izalith, one of the legendary lords, is the godmother of pyromancy. So the day I became undead, I was ecstatic. I felt as if I'd been chosen to attune myself to the ancient arts. Of course, it wasn't all that romantic in the end. A pyromancer's flame is the
Okay.
thing when I gave you that.
I always forget about those
Stay
lines.
safe, friend. Don't you dare go alone.
Alright, I guess we do have Griggs. Might as well check in on him. I don't think he has anything new to say.
Hello. Well, you certainly are keeping at it. Myself, I'm fine. Let's get started straight away. I wish to do what I can to locate Master Logan. I am aware of my shortcomings, but I cannot very well just sit around here and rot. Oh, do not worry. I have considered our relationship. I will only leave after I have taught you all the sorceries that I know. I shall count myself lucky if I manage to locate Logan, or even return here in one piece.
So, Griggs just tutorialized at us very subtly. He mentions oh hey, I'm going to stay here until I teach you everything I know, which is like it's the quiet way of saying, hey, buy everything in the shop and something special might happen.
2 things are required. Oh. Goodbye then. Do stay safe.
And then, of course, we have some fleeing old man.
Oh, hello there. Have you spoken with Sir Lautrec? Splendid. In the depths of the catacombs, Milady slipped off the giant's coffin and into a hole. Her 2 companions are no longer human, and the lass weeps in solitude. Right now, you could do as you please with her. The poor little purebred is entirely helpless.
Well, I don't think I've ever actually triggered that line. Again, I'm pretty sure I've never managed to properly trigger the, hey, Lautrec wants souls for information. Oh, boy.
Come again. The effectiveness
Yes,
of the teachings.
the effectiveness of the
depend
teachings
upon
depend
your
upon
faith.
your faith. You suck, dude.
In the depths of the catacomb, her 2 companions.
Oh, jeez.
Come
Oh,
again.
jeez. He always sucks, but now he's like suck and slimy. Oh, man. Definitely never clued into any of the potential shenanigans going on there. My first time through it. Like, this was very much like a, oh, hey, Dark Souls lore videos way later. It's just like, oh, yeah, well, I guess that makes sense. But, like, yeah, that line is so many nails in the coffin. By the way, there's been a costume change. We are cosplaying, in a store at night now. Now that we have Havel's ring, so we can actually, like, equip things, and, let's maybe not die to skeletons this time. How about that? What a concept. Yeah, now that we have, nice, fancy armor and a ring that allows us to, like, wear it and not have those very, very slow rolls, let's use it. But also, I like the boar helmet because I'm basic, I guess. I don't know. It's a nice helmet. It has good poise, it has good defense. It's the shape of a boar. Like, really, its biggest flaw is that it's really heavy. But hey, turns out when I don't have a Black Knight sword that's also very heavy, it's not an issue. I said strong attack, please. Thank you. There we go. And I think I did grab the wing spear when I poked my head up here. Yeah. Well. I am realizing the folly of this episode. I was intending to get... let me pay attention to the game and not peek over at my timer. I was intending to get through all of the catacombs in one go. So I guess that's going to be determined by how well things go here in a bit. But we'll see how far we go this episode. Oh, that's a lot of skeletons. One of them is very tall and has long arms. And also that dang kicking leg. Oh boy, mistakes were made. Alright, skeleton. We need to talk about your behavior. 1 out of 5 stars. Would not invite to dinner. Oh, the Zweihander. Such a powerful weapon that I'm not intending to use. Maybe we'll dip into it a little bit. I don't know. I'm going to be switching up weapons so much more than I usually do, so who's to say what's going to happen? But for now, we're using, you know, the thing that works, because that's the plan. So, my first time through, when I did eventually fight my way through all of the graveyard, and then I got down here, and it got real spooky, and then it's all like, pwom, the catacombs. Soon. There it is. It's like, oh, okay, this is dark and spooky. And then you have the skeleton who, you know, oh boy, the skeleton died. Oh jeez. And then it's like, hey, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Why didn't I get souls? Why is the skeleton standing back up? Oh no. And it was that point that I would have, you know, turned tail and fled until, you know, divine weapons and green shards. Ooh, I had to have farmed so many green shards off of those slimes in the depths. I'm very thankful this sword has a decent moveset. Like, I think it's the same as the longsword. Let's maybe not do that. How's about that for a thought? Alright. So, a fun side effect of me having come down here with a divine weapon specifically is that I did not learn the rules of this area in full. Like, I had the understanding of, like, okay, these skeletons down in the catacombs revive. Alright, got it. They don't just fall over and die like the ones in the graveyard. Did not occur to me that it was these necromancers that had anything to do with that. Alright, we're going to go ahead and kindle this bonfire because reasons. I don't think I have enough to level. I might though, because Lautrec's cost is probably based off of like half a level or something. I don't know, but I definitely do not have enough to level. And I don't have any repair kits or any of the nice things that I probably should have gotten from Andre at some point. Oh, right. One quick note here. We're also using the Dragon Crest shield. And since it was there, might as well complete our cosplay, but also it has 85 fire defense, which is great for the necromancers who throw fire. Where are you going, bud? In other news, my internal monologue right now is I should have, you know, healed. Buddy, I really should have healed. Fixed it. Okay, I just heard one of the exploding magic skull things explode. I'm real confused about that. I've gone quiet because skeletons make me nervous. Like, nothing like a From Software skeleton to just get you right in the zone, get you all worried about screwing up, because they're just so legitimately dangerous at all times. Like, there's not really... There's never a time that skeletons stop being dangerous in From Software games. It's like they become less dangerous, but they're always dangerous. That's another weapon I've just never really messed with much. Lucerne? Like, I started a character at some point that I was intending to have, like, focus on Lucerne, but runs into the Catacomb early game, like, you know, they're very doable, but also, like, they just kind of suck. Because early on, you just don't have the tools to deal with skeletons, and, like, if you're just doing mad dashes, like, unless you're, you know, well versed in it, it's real easy to get just trapped by the skeletons. Easily surrounded, all that bad news. Where did the necromancer go? There you are. Oh boy. This is about how it went my first time through though. Like, slow, methodical, I've got the right tools for the job, but they're not, you know, overly powerful. I'm not, like, really all that high of level. Like, I think I'm level 31? Yeah. So it's like, I'm level 31, I have a couple extra points in faith. I probably died to those my first time go through. Stop it. Stop it. Oh, I'm going to get bled, and that's gonna suck. Oh, jeez. And the one in the background is trying to parry me. Alright, are you done? Okay. Alright, and this is where we get to start talking about another fun thing that I didn't do in my first playthrough. I didn't notice this little crevice here that nicely nicely frames this this bonfire here. Didn't notice it in the least. Which means, when it came time to go try to find the secret wall, didn't think about it in the least. So, yeah, we're assuming things go well, and this is not nearly as bad as, like, the one in the forest. Okay, skeleton, just... thank you. Oh, I am burning through Estus. Jeez. Ugh. Oof. But yeah, we're my intention to stay true to emulating my first playthrough. That was a bad idea. This is a really bad idea. Why am I so full of bad ideas? Oh, of course, you're... Jeez, stop. Stop. Of course he peeks his head out right at the worst time. I guess it could have been slightly worse. I could have had just a smidge less health and died. Oh, come on, me. Oh, boy. And without, we're out of Estus. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Whew. Okay. So, this is the grave that ends up being a shortcut, right? I think. Where am I? Okay, so... I'm real nervous not having much health and having no Estus left. Oh boy, it's a bad combination. So yeah, there's the illusionary wall over there. There's the switch where you would see patches if you came in here early enough. I did not see that until like a large number of playthroughs later. didn't even realize patches could be not just at the very bottom of everything waiting for you. Okay. Okay, everything's fine. It's just skeletons. It's just a lot of skeletons. A lot of skeletons who are dodging my attacks and taking very precious life. Legitimately forgot that that was a trap right there. I do like this one because it's got the corpse hugging it. It's a nice little, like, hey, this is a trap. Well, crumbs. Crumbs is what this comes down to. Skeleton, you were so close to being dead. Skeleton, I don't want to deal with you trying to parry me. Please stop. Skeleton, I don't want to deal with your friend behind you. Please stop. Okay, so there is like no way we're going to do this in one go. Just... Considering my health, considering just a lot of things right now, this is not happening in one go. Alright, well, that takes care of that skeleton. Oh, another fun bit of my first time with Dark Souls. Like, you see the items that, you know, dead skeletons have dropped. You see that one item that's actually, like, on a ledge. You can see just barely, especially if you have the light spell, which quite frankly, I probably did by now. I think I would have spent more time in the forest than I have so far in this playthrough. And I killed the Hydra fairly early on, I'm pretty sure. So I had access to Dusk, and like at that point I was slipping into magic, and it's like, okay, a light spell. That seems like it's going to be important. As it turns out, yes, kind of. Especially for that playthrough. Boy howdy, I realized just now, I don't have the light spell. And yeah, it's gonna make some stuff really suck here at the bottom. More on that later. The good news about not running into patches here, though, is I don't have to worry about him, you know, trying to turn the bridge out from under me. Alright, we are going to take... let's not go running off these stairs. Go ahead and grab this great scythe. We'll not take that shortcut. Anyway, so yeah, this this pit that leads down to Vamos. I'm not sure if I ever managed to find Vamos my first run. Like, it might have taken me until New Game Plus to decide, okay, there has to be a way down this pit. Buddy. Okay, there's... Let's do it. Let's do it. This is gonna be painful. And probably a mistake. That was definitely one mistake. The most carefully fought Titanite lizard. Oh boy. Just ran in front of one of those statues, just completely carelessly. Alright. That drops us right back up here, which is fine, because you know what? We've got that bridge that we can just drop down onto. In fact, we have two bridges we can just drop down onto, so we have ourselves a nice little shortcut. Which means when we come back through from the top, we can just drop a couple of times instead of having to fight through all the skeletons. And yeah, that's nice and peachy keen. Oh boy. From Software Skeletons. They are... it is an absolute love-hate relationship with these things. Okay, we can level. You know what? I really want to start putting some points into Vitality. But I also really need to start getting Intelligence up. I'm taking the Vitality for now, just because we can treat ourselves. Just a little Vitality as a treat. Alright, and now we run. Okay, skeleton. This is my bridge. Skeletons, come on. You're not allowed on my bridge. Thank you. Alright. Only one Estus down this time. Oh hey, I just realized I get to talk about... is fun the word? Fun might not be the word. A thing what happened my first time through. So of course you have the... I think the dev message was always there. I know they added a few in patches afterwards. Alright, this is a really... not good camera angle. I'm dead. Well, gotta use that death counter sometimes. Oh, by the way, speaking of death counters, luckily, things worked out in the original, like, recording of episode 6 that, you know, died, and the re-recording with Rose instead of Rosaria. It worked out that I had the same number of deaths, slightly different deaths, but close enough. Like, they were both in Valley of the Drakes. Rose died... Go. Rose died to one of the just random drakes. Rosaria died to when I went to pick up the Astora straight sword. Yeah, she got stuck in the picking stuff up animation long enough for me to not be able to roll out of the way. So yeah, she just got swiped instant dead from the ancient dragon. All right. Importantly, let's pick things up. There we go. You know what? Let's take the fast way down. Want to use an Estus anyhow. And there's this fun bit of a trap. So my first time through here, I definitely panicked. Like, I was in much worse shape. Probably had pressed forward on that no Estus left sort of run. So was panicking when a giant skeleton drops down. Grabbed the ring, never thought about this ring ever again. It's clearly not important for anything. And as I was running away and running up these stairs, right about here-ish, I just clipped through the stairs. Just completely... Just... Yeah, it was might have been this tunnel instead, but just like... Just fell through the ground. Just completely, utterly... like, died to a glitch. I've never seen it happen ever again. I've never heard of it ever happening to anybody else. So, I don't know if I'm just really unlucky or if they, like, fixed it or something, but yeah, it was a really unfun moment of, like, running away, running up this hill, and then just fell and died to falling into the ether. Something similar to that happened to me in Dark Souls 3 at some point. Like, I was just... I think I, like, rolled off an elevator and just managed to clip perfectly the, like, corner between two chunks of collision and ended up on top of a tunnel. And of course, you know, I didn't think, oh, hey, use an undead... like, use the bone shard or whatever, you know, takes you back to Firelink or teleports you. It was just kind of went and said, okay, yeah, I guess I'll try rolling off of here, and then of course rolled off into the ether, and because I had landed on technically solid ground, my souls were now just on top of a hallway. It was really unfortunate. But at least when I fell through the ground here, my souls were on the ground. So, small mercy that, I guess. Again, never heard of anybody else running into that. Never seen it a second time. Just, it was a thing. What happened my first time through? Never to be seen again. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Skeletons. Okay. No. Dang exploding things. There we go. Let me just walk right into a trap. Entirely intentional. RNG manipulation, something along those lines. So, fun little extra bit here. There's those items, those nice little shiny bits down at the bottom. Those puzzled me for a long time. Until I eventually came back with fall control and found the right ledges to drop onto. It was very much like an end of the game sort of thing of just like, you know what, I've lost all my souls, let me go take a little trip. And also, oh man, this is such a great visual. Like, the shadow with just the light of that Titanite demon just barely visible in the darkness, and that'll probably look great on VHS, quite frankly. And then, of course, you have this thing. Did not figure it out my first time through, most definitely. Like, I think because at that point I had probably gone back to the Undead Asylum. Let me just double check my inventory to make sure it's not going to trigger. Okay. Like, would have gone, nestle in coffin. Let me keep an eye on that Titanite demon because, ooh, spooks. And then sat here for, you know, however many 30 seconds or so. And then determined, okay, well, I guess I don't have the item for that. Or something. And yeah, we're not going to deal with that Titanite demon. Not today. Alright, so these skeletons, like, I got stuck here for a while. Like, these were the skeletons that gave me, like, the most trouble. And not only because of the camera angle, but just, like, this is just a really... This was a tricky chunk of fighting. For whatever reason, my first go. Nope. Please don't die. Okay, it's just that plus some fall damage. Skeleton, you jerk. And this is where we get to talk about a little bit more fun stuff. Did not realize this was over here for a long time. Which means, didn't realize there was one more necromancer. Alright, where are you, jerk? This Dark Knight, the last couple times I've played, like, as I am trying to fall down, he will, like, just do one of his big jump attacks. Alright, I mean, if you're just gonna stand there and let me get behind you. I'm not sure if in my first playthrough, in the end, I eventually killed this Black Knight. Or if I just eventually decided to just book it. See if we can just do the... Yep, there we go. Backstab block to death. And now we get down to just the hardest enemies in the game. The bone wheels. Because you drop down into that, it's just dropping down into a blender. And they're still coming. I think I'm just going to go for booking it. I think I'm just going to run. I don't think I'm going to fight them. Because... Yeesh. Oh, buddy, you... Stop it! Stop it! That's bone wheels for you. And I would not have had the poise to, like, do anything about it. It's at one point, it's just like, you don't have the poise, you just get, you know, immediately eviscerated. With the poise, you just get to watch yourself slowly do whatever you were doing while your health just drops. Hip, hip. Okay, there we go. Got most definitely, please. Got stuck between those skeletons, like the collision on the ground there, I feel like, is a little bit weird. I'm real kind of bummed about losing that to humanity, but I don't know how many souls I had. It's fine, they're gone. Who needs souls? It's not like this game has souls in the title, right? That's right, you parried me, skeleton. Let me just make the same mistake again. Haha. So this is Dark Souls. Well, hey, callbacks to, you know, thing that probably nobody watched and probably nobody should watch. Self-destructive commentary. Hooray! Everybody's favorite. Boy, howdy. The Catacombs. I do not have the vitality for doing these runs. Jeez, my poor hit points, they're gone. Alright, well. That worked out better. Skeleton, how dare you? This is my ledge. Well, the good news is, since we don't have to worry about souls, we can just take the short way down. Just grab these couple of items. So, yeah, over that way, we have the one wall that is like your hint of Vamos being down here. Like, I was so confused by that for a while. Because, of course, I was. I mean, it was just like, alright, I clearly hear hammering here. But I can't, like, break this wall or anything? What gives? And at some point, like, I think a skeleton had fallen down there and gotten behind the wall. So it's like, I attacked the wall and I don't remember if the hammering stopped suddenly, but, like, I saw a health bar appear behind it and it was just like, oh no, I've hit whatever NPC might be behind this wall. And just had myself a nice little panic. Oh boy. So, best boss music in the game, probably. Or at least, I don't know, like, I love this music so much. It's so weird and evocative. So, this is Pinwheel. Oh, good. I didn't see that one. This is a Pinwheel when he's still dangerous. Like, if you come down here... Like, I think the intended path of Dark Souls is you are supposed to handle the Catacombs this early. Like, they want you to come down here for the rite of kindling. They, like... They're trying to lead you there with the Divine Ember. They're trying to lead you there with the Clerics. There's a lot that is pointing in this direction. Really early on. And, like, given how easy of a boss Pinwheel is, if you come down here with, like, really anything. Like, if you come down here with a moderate amount of strength and not, like, low-level, hardly upgraded weaponry. Please look at skeleton. Alright. Thank you for buying me time, exploding head. Thanks for that jump attack. Pin bone wheel. But yeah, like, I got destroyed there by a single attack from Pinwheel. Just one, it was like, oh, you're dead. Just, and granted, I was going in the same direction as that fireball, but it's still just, oh boy. Oh, do we get to watch this every time? We get to watch this every time. Let's not. Alright, let's top off. Let's keep an eye out behind me this time. Alright, here's the real one. Oh, jeez, that deals so much damage. Alright. But, like, Pinwheel constantly making clones when you can't take the hits and you can't just, like, instantly burn him down. He's an actual boss. Like, this is what Pinwheel is supposed to play like. Like, I really, really, really think this is the intended way to fight Pinwheel. It's like, you're not all that powerful yet. You don't have +5 weapons. Or, like, you know, +5 divine weapons, or, you know, whatever people usually come down here at, because, like, again, just coming down here this early is kind of a waste. Like, it is a bad path. Like, straight up, it's kind of a mistake to come down here this early. Oh, buddy, he's just summoned all of them. Yep, I remember this panic right here. Oh, is he not actually dead? He teleported. Yeah, my first time through, like, he did that, like, big summon everyone. And, hoo boy. That would have been death if I had not moved. That was the real one. There we go. I was so excited when I got this. Because I'd tried to kindle things a good several times before this. Oh, beans, that's a lot of souls. Oh, buddy. So, you come out here, and it's just, you can see 1 foot in front of your face, basically. And there's an item there, and these things are trying to guide you along the way. And if you're like me and didn't realize there's one more necromancer, you didn't get the necromancer lamp. I don't remember if this was here or not in the original, like, before patch. But, man, Pinwheel is such a cool fight that gets ruined just by, like, routing. This is what it comes down to. Because, like, why would you come down here this early ever? Like, unless you're playing it for the first time or otherwise confused. Like, coming down into the Catacombs, it's just a dead end. Like, beyond this, we have the Tomb of the Giants, and, oh, jeez. trying to decide how truthful I want to stay to my first playthrough right now, because it's gonna suck if I do so. But I would have at this point, and this is exactly what happened. I got my 16,000 souls from Pinwheel, and then came over here and slipped off the ledge. At that point, I think I came back, and I think at that point I'd had the light spell, so I came back with the light spell in tow, which helps a little bit. Not a whole lot. And I think that's how I got through to the bottom of Tomb of the Giants, got pushed in a pit, and found a lantern. Oh hey, I should probably pick up my mask that I got from Pinwheel. Oh, let's do that. Mask of the Father. That one, that's the equip load one, right? It's fine. I don't know what I got my first time through. I quite possibly didn't even pick up my mask. Who knows? Anyway, let's go ahead and, we've been going for about an hour, so let's go ahead and call it here. I think between episodes, I might go spend my souls. And then we'll... Am I going to try to take on Tomb of the Giants? We'll see. That's a question for next episode. So thank you very much for watching. I've been Bryce. This has been VHS Play. Have yourself a lovely evening.